Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Krumstreet. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Play action here on first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Wow, how about the defense here? Playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog. It's a big stage. Against you. The opening drive as a defense with an interception, and you bring your quarterback out now with some confidence, believing they can win this game.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. On the run, it's Strong. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Falcons will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw. They couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or... out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Incomplete, almost a 1st down interception here on the opening drive.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Off the play fake on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Makes the grab. It's strong. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a 1st down.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. And the Falcons looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Air Force. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. It's a shotgun run call. Fights off a defender. Moves the ball up to the 30.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. And the Big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Blazers are looking to keep this drive going. There's the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Third down, out of the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
But Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here comes a handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
He hands it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs. It's strong. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Solid gain moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Catch made, a lot of space now. And the Blazers looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
This one is right through. And we're all tied up now. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. People like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Grab down the middle. It's strong. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Falcons will have to punt this one away. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Got him. He's sacked.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball. Which allowed the defense to get home.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge... Could not collect it. And the Blazers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. 1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick catch. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
2nd down, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The Falcons will line up now. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looking for the end zone, but not complete. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. That sack makes it 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got a man down the middle. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. He'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Launching it downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, UAB. Strong game by this quarterback. Now the all-important extra point. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He hands it off from the gun. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down play coming up for this offense. That run moves the ball across the 35.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. And the single back takes the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. The Blazers pick up enough for a first down here.
It's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try the left side with a toss. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Sticking with the running game. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Blazers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Blazers. They will claim the second half lead. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the defense brings him down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, Kirk, UAB has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Looking for some space. It's strong. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the first down before they stop him.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The Falcons pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass caught inside the 15. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. The quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. We'll call for the fair catch here. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
A gain sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield. He's off the ball at the 44.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Blazers will line up on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Blazers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. And at first down, they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Tackle is made at the 4. 1st down and goal.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
1st and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. And the tailback's got it again. He's swarmed by the defense. Goal line formation for the defense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, UAB. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead.
He is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move. Catch is made down the middle. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Over the middle and incomplete. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught on the outside. It's Strong. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. And the quarterback will just clock the football. This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of his huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a 1st down.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Really keep the drive alive. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
And now a PAT can level the score heading into halftime. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, this becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
First down and 10.
Slide 22, Spider. 4-2,
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. When you get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1.
Get set.
Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Blazers line up on 1st and 10 now. Same tailback, another carry. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Touchdown, Blazers. They strike first in overtime. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine in a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PAT is good. On this offense here in overtime, they must score a touchdown to stay alive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
Automatic on the PAT. So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. It's a draw to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back's got it again. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain. So now it's third and short in the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Caught quickly. He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. This one is right through. And with that, they retake the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. And the single back takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. And the Blazers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Takes the ball and hits the left side. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So a crucial third down. Can the defense make a stop and force a field goal attempt? It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
What a great job by this entire unit. The coaches, the players, everybody keeping their composure as this game goes into overtime. They didn't panic. They did what they needed to do, and they come out of this game with a win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.